Yes guys, welcome back to your number one FPL channel here in the 254, and I'm your host doing the most. My name is Eddie. Hope you enjoyed the short break that we had. Actually, the international break ends today as players resume to their respective clubs, awaiting for the kickoff of Gameweek 5 this Saturday, 16th of September. Wolves with an early kickoff at 2:30 p.m. East African time against Liverpool. Now that we are back, for the new guys here, just hit the subscribe button and like the previous video that we had. Support the channel in any way you can. I have been receiving questions from the managers who wanted a Wildcard draft, and yes, I'm here to answer your question. In this video, we are going to discuss about a Wildcard draft that is most likely to be from Gameweek 5. But before that, you need to ask yourself a few questions on why you are using the Wildcard chip. So let's dive in. Number one, the team overhaul. The Wildcard chip allows you to make unlimited transfer in a single game week without incurring any point hits. This is particularly useful if your team is underperforming, if you have too many injuries or suspended players, or if your squad just need a major overhaul. Another reason for you to activate the Wildcard chip is if you are responding to injuries and suspension. When key players in your squad get injured or suspended, your team performance can suffer. A Wildcard can help you quickly restructure your team to compensate for those losses. Now, this does not apply to all the managers that are playing FPL. Some of the managers are chasing the rank in their mini leagues. Many managers that are watching this video right now have set their own targets and in their own mini leagues. So, for them, this is the right time to activate the Wildcard chip to improve their rank. But another main reason is to have a differential picks. If you want to differentiate your team from the others in your mini league, you can use the Wildcard chip to bring in the players who are not widely owned and could be a differential in terms of points. For the likes of players like Udogie at Tottenham Hotspurs, Fabian Schär at Newcastle United, and the loanee Sergio Reguilon to cover Luke Shaw's injury, there are many players that I have not also mentioned, but if you look at the price, they are more cheaper and less owned by FPL managers. Also, using your Wildcard can provide a psychological boost into your FPL season. It gives you a fresh start and renewed enthusiasm of managing your team. But if you feel you still have a strong team to counter the coming game weeks, do not activate your Wildcard right now. You have other options of using it in Game Week 9 or Game Week 19. We have the second international break from October 9th to 17th, and the next one, which is just a month later, from 13th November to 21st November. But realistically, most managers will opt to use it near the final stretch, where blank and double game weeks take place. If Game Week 5 wildcarders want the second wildcard to be later, it means a huge gap in between, over 20 rounds, giving plenty of time for a squad to fall apart and crawl from week to week. Man City and Brentford are already known to have a blank week in Game Week 18, while January we are going to have the African Cup of Nations, which will affect the availability of numerous players playing in the AFCON. On the other hand, there are managers that are going to activate their Wildcard chip considering the double game week that we have in Game Week 7. If you're keen on Haile Mary pick or two from Burnley or Luton Town ahead of the season first double, you can recruit them now. On the other hand, players from the haters and creators who are still pointless in the Premier League surely aren't long-term holds beyond their doubles. So, a wildcard in, say, Game Week 8 and 9 can help remove the lingering Moraes or Foster and replace them with more desirable options. Remember that while using the Wildcard chip can be a powerful tool, it should be used strategically. Plan ahead, consider the upcoming fixture, and think about the long-term impacts on your team. Using it wisely can significantly improve your chances of success in FPL. So let us dive into the first draft of our Wildcard chip. Now in this draft, I have two premium goalkeepers considering their price. Nick Pope and Vicario from Tottenham Hotspurs are the goalkeepers going head to head. Nick Pope at 5.5 million and Vicario at 5 million. Since Game Week 1, Newcastle have not kept any clean sheet, but according to FDR, their fixture are now getting easy. In Game Week 5, they are facing Brentford at home, which might look a tough game for them. But next, they are facing Sheffield United, Burnley United. Those are some of the games that you can target to have Nick Pope in goal for a clean sheet and some saves points. Guillermo Vicario is another option, as Tottenham have kept 2 clean sheets this season. In Game Week 2 and Game Week 3, where they won 2-0 in each of those games. So far, Guillermo Vicario is among the highest point earners in FPL with 21 points and 3 bonus points. But according to FDR, the only tough fixture is in Game Week 6 and 7, where they are playing Arsenal and Liverpool. But from there, in Game Week 5, they are playing Sheffield United. Game Week 8, they are playing Luton, Fulham, and then Crystal Palace. These are also some of the fixtures that you can target Guillermo Vicario. But you can also decide to go cheap and have either Matt Turner or Alphonse Areola from West Ham. On to the defense, and I have one City asset, that is Manuel Akanji. This season, he only missed one fixture against Sheffield United, in which we received the news he was ill. Even though City have 2 clean sheets this season, he is still a favorite among the managers. So far, he has 15 points and a bonus point. At only 5.1 mil, you can have him. He is not that highly owned because only 8.7% of the managers have selected him. You can't miss to have Pavis Estupiñán in your team. He is more attacking and plays up front, even though he is a defender. Brighton have a well-improved team under De Zerbi, and they have proven to be favorites among managers. But according to FDR, their fixtures are becoming tough until Game Week 9. In Game Week 5, they are traveling to Manchester Town to play against Manchester United. You can bench him if you know they are not going to keep a clean sheet against Manchester United. Kieran Trippier, Dine, and Udogie are other induction into your defense. Newcastle United have had it rough in their past 3 game weeks, as they have lost all. But according to FDR, their fixture are now getting pretty interesting, as they are playing Brentford at home, then Sheffield United away, Burnley, then West Ham. Luka Dean and Udogie have been an interesting pick to watch in their previous game weeks. The choice of these players is based on their upcoming fixtures. Tottenham have won 3 of their last 4 fixtures, and Udogie has been part of that success. Sergio Reguilon, who fell out from the interesting pick of the coach, was replaced by Udogie, and he is performing well ever since. He has played more than 330 minutes since Game Week 1. Again, for them, they are only having a tough fixture in Game Week 6 and 7, where they are facing Arsenal away and Liverpool at home. You can bench him and have another option replace him for that game week. Up next is the midfield, and James Maddison, Diaby, Mbeumo, Mitoma, and Bruno Fernandes complete the midfield in this Wildcard draft. We all know Maddison has been an asset since the Leicester days. Since arriving at Tottenham, he has scored 2 goals and registered 2 assists in his name. He is a good player to watch, and Tottenham are scoring goals for fun. Musa Diaby has been the favorite pick for Unai Emery since he arrived this season. He scored a goal in his debut match against Newcastle in Game Week 1, and again came to score in the game against Burnley. He also has an assist registered in his name, and he is an asset in the Villa team and part of the managers in FPL. He is not that highly owned because only 9.5% of the managers have him. At 6.6 mil, you can buy him for your squad. And only the likes of Sterling, Saka, Rodrigo, Son, Maddison, March, and Bowen are above him in points. Next in line is the Manchester United captain Bruno Fernandes, and he has a goal and an assist registered in his name. Their game against Arsenal, which was the previous Game Week 4, he played more deep inside into the play and did not put his name on the mark. But with the additional of the new players that they had on deadline day, we expect Bruno Fernandes to play in his natural attacking position. Now, up front, with the move of Cameron Archer from Aston Villa to Sheffield United, we expect him to be a regular starter at the club. The main idea in also creating this Wildcard draft is to have 15 playing players. As we all know, from the start of the season to where we are right now, we can tell who plays and who does not play. We can get rid of Mubama from West Ham and Anderson from Newcastle, who have their minutes affected since Game Week 1. And this is how you can pick your squad on your start of Game Week 5. It is not a bad pick, and players on the bench is not that they are bad players, but I just put them on the bench considering the fixture that they have. You can decide to play with these players and maybe start Mitoma or Estupinan. We'll be doing another video of the Wildcard draft before Game Week 5 begins for the few managers that want to have a different sample from this. I know you have enjoyed the video. Do please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for the 100 subscribers. Now we are heading to 200 subscribers. Help me grow by subscribing to the channel. Largest percentage of the viewers are not yet subscribed. Take this opportunity and be a member. Like the content, comment and share. Also put the notification bell on for you to be notified on my next video upload. Thank you again for watching. I salute you guys. See you in the next video.